And I think that the news from China is that they were considering breaking down and talking to us. Go figure. Go figure. Dow's up about 513, and it's been a pretty, usually they'll have some big swings to take your stops out and everything. They've been pretty steady ever since everybody realized after the unemployment number, and you ought to write it down. That's the biggest economic report every month. And the days just rang, it was like a Christmas tree of good news. And I think people were really excited to get that out of the way. I think that focus is going to switch on the tax bill. Seems like the tariffs are going in our rearview mirror. People realize the worst is over there. They're going to get better and better and better. I think some of the companies will start announcing forecasts, and that'll be another impetus to go higher. I think that everything's lining up for a great year. That's what I think. Okay. And, I think that I think you got to take your hat off. You got to take your hat off. We wouldn't be here for some great, what I would call strategic thinking on behalf of the administration. And I think that everybody knows how I feel about it. I think it's pretty exciting. Okay. And then I heard Canada was coming down to talk to President next week. And, go through turmoil from time to time. I've got a way I do it. It works. After jumping off the deep end, several of those in the past, I've learned to take and go through it, educate myself, learn new things, and wait. And those famous words, patience will pay. They will. And that's what you got to do. Patience will pay. TNT. Anybody in my TNT group? Anybody, before I get going, is anybody in my TNT? Do you like what I've done in there? Everybody loved it before, but do you like what's going on in there now? It's pretty valuable with it for $200 a month, and it's where I go when I'm looking for information or numbers or things to trade and stuff. There's just a lot of good information there. I got Jonathan's doing it. I'm doing it. Did you like my message this morning? Buy everything. Did anybody see that news in there where I said just buy everything with my Magic 5? Thank you, John. I always like to hear you make those kind of comments and all. But yeah, we've gone through a little tough patch with the market, but hey, that's going to happen. And people who've been with me a long time know that that's just the way the market works. Okay. That patience will pay. All right. I've got 2 new videos in my YouTube I made in this week. You ought to go look at that. One is a sort of a cautionary tale. The other one is about the weekly newsletter. But join Freebie and T-Buzz TV, if nothing else. Risks involved in trading past performance is not indicative of future results, in my opinion. I'll have to go to the books this weekend and see what's next. That's how I do it, week by week, week by week. That's how I do it, okay? And I do it very cautiously to find these opportunities. That's why the top 10 tickers on Sunday night is big. I've checked it out, I've vetted it, and now I've got the newsletter on Monday, Connect the Dots on Tuesday. I've got it organized in such a way you can really benefit from being part of this DTI group, in my opinion. And now I've added futures. Wow, how about futures? 400% on the trade last night. Todd posted that in here earlier. Way to go, Todd. One of my futures guys. Now, my weekly newsletter came out. Folks, you've got to get over into the Telegram channel if you signed up for this. I don't know. I'm going to count the number of people that's joined this weekend. We're probably going to get out of the beta version because that's pretty cheap, $9.99 for a year, don't you think? Okay. But see, having the knowledge for my direction last night, my direction was up. You could have bought the micro with the videos I've taught you how to do. If the trade that I identify you miss, you can always take it. Okay. And so try to get into, check your email, try to get into the weekly trade letter. It's there. The channel's growing. Now, folks, people have been with me for a long time know that I won't trade. I don't care what you're saying. If I don't believe the odds are in our favor, you ought to appreciate that when I go hands off mouse, I'm watching. There's a reason. I don't want you to lose a bunch of money. That's why people end up with me for years. I'm not in there just trying to show out. I'm in there trying to show it, okay? What I'm trying to do is show you how this game is played. When the odds in my favor, I trade a lot. I'm not here to show out, like I said. I'm just here to help you grow your account. So when you hear me say the words, patience will pay, there's a reason I'm saying it. The waters are too rough to trade. There's plenty of time to trade. It's better to sit there and wait. One of my long-term students said, Tom, I've heard you say that for years. I finally started listening. Only took him 10 years, but he finally started listening. Okay? Had a great week. Now I want to look at all the trades I put on today from the viewpoint of a 30-minute chart using what I think is a must-have tool that you ought to have on your own computer. It's called MTI by DTI. This was a trade that I did in the weekend side hustle. It paid. We could post big win, weekend side hustle, right there. MTI said to do it. I did it. Amazon. This is a trade I did into earnings that hadn't paid yet, but it's looked good from where we got in. I'm expecting more out of this one. Again, MTI said, get long Amazon. Microsoft, this was one that fell in my lap during the class we had this morning. I said, well, heck, I can do that trade. Again, fell in my lap, put it in MTI. I said, yeah, let's go. We went. Here's some debit call spreads I did with the QQQ today. All of them. Put money in your account if you got any of those trades. MTI by DTI. All of them. Look at that. I got a couple that I'm going to squeeze a little bit too. Debit call spread. I did AMD debit call spread. This is one I gave to everybody. I think this stock's going to 110. I did it with an option that doesn't expire to the end of May. Once we get above 155, I think we're off as a rocket. Okay. AMD is one of my top 10 tickers this week. And I think there's just really a need for it to go up and test that 110 area. I think we'll be looking back. If I'm right on this stock, it'll make it to 140. I'm going to own the stock this time around. I'm going to own the stock. Now, Bill's been with me a long time. You know who Bill is. He's the one that gave us the DTI salute. He's been with me about 17 years. At first, when the market had major turmoil as a new trader, he wanted me to trade. And I said, I'm not going to trade if the odds are not in my favor. He says, over the years, my way's the best. Patience does pay. Thank you, Bill, for listening. Thank you for listening. Now, don't trade without the market timing indicator. If you do not have the market timing indicator, and there's any reason you don't have it, contact Barber at DTI Trader or Andraka at DTI Trader. Okay? Get this indicator on your computer. It'll make you trade. It'll pay for itself. It will pay for itself. You got to be a computer whiz to do anything about it. Pretty simple. It's like driving a car, but you're driving the market with it. Gets outside the white line, sit upside, you're thinking long. Downside, thinking short. Copy that link. It's very simple to do. They've made it so simple that anybody here can do it. If you don't have a Thinkorswim account, you can open a test account without any money, put $50 in there and get live data. That's what I would do. But it's a heck of a platform with this indicator on it. Within 60 seconds, you'll be using it. Check your portfolio out. You do all that. Let me show you how easy it is. Bang, bang, there it is. There's a step-by-step guide to get it done. You'll have it on there before probably to close the business if you get on the link and get it. Download it. Use it right away. No waiting. It's right there. Wait for that green arrow for your long entry. Did you see those trades I made today? For, you know, in the different approaches. Y'all see that? Look what Kevin said. Don't you want to be like Kevin? Look at this. Get on board. Make your mind up you're going to do this the right way. Don't be cheap when it comes to trading your money. You need this tool. Look at TGTX. Nate and I were talking about that when we did a little view. TGTX. Look at it now. Never traded it before. Look at that. Look at that green arrow. Look at that. Paid for it. Few shares, few options. You know, half the battle is knowing where to go with your money, right? On different stocks. Get the market timing indicator today. Ronaldo, we're going to put the link in here. We also have a scanner. Let me tell you about it. It'll analyze the entire market or analyze your portfolio. You don't have to pay JP Morgan to analyze it. This thing's better because what it does, it takes all biases out of the way. Look at that. What does that say? Buy. Or if you had something in your portfolio that said short, I'd get out. See that? It will show you how to put the odds in your favor. Very simple, very easy to use. Not guessing anymore. You're following the DTI process. You don't have to force a trade. We're not going to force trades because you're trying to think what to do. Look at December 8th, the opportunity scanner there. Showed Universal Health had a new buy signal. Look at that, buy. There's the error on the left-hand side. Up we went. Very impressive following this sucker. 151% in 45 days. That's enough to take 10,000, turn it into 15,000. Here it is on BlackRock. Buy signal on the scanner. I don't even trade BlackRock, but there it is. Green arrow, got it. Above the white line, got it. Get long, got it. Look at that. 310%. Now 5,000 turns into 15,000. 10 turns into 30. You see the drift here? How good this is? The opportunity scanner comes with the package. We're not going to charge the $4,000 a year for access to both. Since I'm talking about it today, I want you to have it. I've cut the price way down. Got workshops, 5 of them, cover the 5 essential areas of strategies. Long term. You saw me do a Berkshire long term. You saw me to do a Tesla long term, up on both. How did I get up on both? I used MTI by DTI. Short-term trading, what I did today, a lot of short-term trading. Few swing trades I did today. Income trades, another technique. Today also. Put it all together by following this approach. Doesn't take you long. Over the weekend, if you get this indicator right now, over the weekend, you'll be a better trader on Monday. The market timing indicator, multiple strategies, any asset. Anybody ever wonder what to do with Bitcoin? Put it in here, it'll tell you. Each strategy is based on the years of experience. We could sell both those indicators $9.95 separately. It had to be a discount, or $4,000 for the total. Get the opportunity scanner, everything there. Not to mention you have an entry, a trailing stop, and an exit criteria. But guess what? You don't have to pay $4,000. If there's to be any reason anybody here that doesn't have this gets it. Just talk to people that have it. They're going, make your life a lot easier. Right here in this webinar, 50% discount. Just paying the $4,000 down to $19.97. I'm not done. Keep listening. You join right now, get lifetime access right here at no additional cost. No subscription fees, no recurring charges, no data fees, no annual. And you get all the upgrades I do. I got a new upgrade coming. Let's make you sit, get it easier. Unlimited updates, there it is. No extra cost if you buy today. No upgrade fee. $19.95 MTI, but today it's nailed some of the best breakouts and we'll continue to. Look at that, 24% in a month. NVIDIA. Lunar, LUNR, 140%. Serious money, folks. Oh, MSTR, I bought some MSTU today. Y'all look at it. MTI again. Here it is. Other day, while we're sharing MTI with our friend Nate, we took an additional $500 off the membership, knocked the total price down to $14.97. If you're ready to start using it, buy it today. Save thousands on this lifetime membership. Take an additional $5 off. Nate, click the link in the chat that takes you to the current bargain. Go to dtitrader.com or call 904-706-3532. Hey, get it on your computer. Work with everything over the weekend. Don't trade without DTI. Check what's going to be hot next week, like I do over the weekend with MTI. Not just today, tomorrow, or next year. You got lifetime access. Use it the rest of your career as a trader. Market timing indicator. Here's a couple nice love letters. Old Dave said, outdid myself with this. Blows everything else out of the market. David says, best tool ever created. I'd argue with that a little bit, but I still think it's great. Click the link in the chat, get your lifetime membership. Go to dtitrader.com/MTI. No fees, $14.97. If you got any reason that's holding you back, call that number, 904-706-3532. I told Kelly and Jeffrey, make it happen. Call them if you got any questions. There it is, folks. You get both the scanner plus MTI by DTI plus the master classes plus next week. If enough people take this, enough people take it, I will have some special sessions that will trade with MTI by DTI. Always add a little extra value there at the end. Take it away. Jonathan, I hope they take it. All I can do is show it to him, getting on the right side of the market. Palantir was a buy, 515 or 115. It's 125. That's $10. Pretty good stuff, I think. Pretty good stuff. Okay. All right, what we're going to do, yeah, I would hold Berkshire over the weekend. Yeah, I definitely would hold it, Kevin. I think maybe take a little bit off, but I'd hold the majority of it. Typically, it will go up 3 or 4 days after the news conference. That's sort of been the pattern. All right, folks, we've been to 57.25 today. That's the high. I still think we'll get to 57.70. So we got a little bit more up to go before they correct it. Let's take advantage of it. If it's Monday, let's take advantage of it. Sunday night, be there. Astro, send the email to Roe at DTI Trader. He'll walk you through it. How many people? I got a question. I tried a new stock this week called NVS. Everybody was worried about it. I said, hold on. Today they made money. See, if you got a plan, it works. You know, it just flat works. And I got a plan. Everything I put you into. Again, if you call Kelly and Jeffrey and want to cut that price in half, I'm okay with that today if you take it today. You know, pay it in 2 payments. I'm okay with it without charging extra. After today, I'd charge you extra if you wanted to do that. We're going to go, Jonathan, you want to put it's 3:30. Why don't you give it about 10 minutes to get signed up to MTI by DTI, and we'll go to the live market when we come back. Let's go just with MTI when we come back, okay?
At 10 minutes.
David, I tried to call you. I'll call you. Let me call you after the market closes, okay? I'm going to call you. It's going to come from an area code. It's going to come from an area code of 251. Once I get caught up at the end of the day, I'll give you a ring. Take the call. Check the number you put in here, make sure it's right. I'll be calling that number. Okay. 9 minutes. Hey, Jonathan, can you show him my 2-pass indicator that I'm going to put in? I talked to Jeff today. We're going to add it into TNT.
I can't show that because I don't know what it is.
Oh, yeah. Me and Jeff know that one, huh? Well, I got it on my computer. Show my whole screen and I'll bring it up before we go. You take sharing, okay? Not now, but when we go live, okay?
Okay, Tom, that's fine.
Yeah, show my whole screen and I'll show it to it. I just want to see it. Keep your eye on Tesla tonight in aftermarkets. Typically, it'll run up. Might be a trade in the aftermarkets on Tesla. Typically, it likes to run up after everything else shuts down. Everybody knows futures keep trading until 5 o'clock. The market keeps trading until 8 o'clock, the after hours. Yeah, we're recording it, but it won't render the recording until we quit. We're going to quit after we go live and look at the MTI. But I want to show everybody a new feature that's coming into TNT. I think people are going to like it. Right. Yeah, if you're going to get MTI, it's dtitrader.com/MTI. Jonathan, why don't you go on and show my whole screen where I can bring this feature up and show them how it works. Nobody's ever seen this. Jonathan hadn't even seen it.
Okay, give me a second.
All right. How many of you, I'll pose the question this way. How many of you have heard my lesson on the two pass rule? Who's heard that lesson? What if I created something that you could see that would highlight for you things making that second pass where you didn't have to watch it? All you had to do is plug the tickers you were interested in. Anybody like to have something like that?
Tom, is this on the roadmap?
Yeah, you don't have it. I got it.
Okay.
So I got to, you got to just show my whole screen, if you will. That's the easiest way. You want to bring the roadmap, hit my roadmap again? Share my roadmap. Can everybody see Can everybody see my screen?
Yeah, we can see it.
Okay, no, this is something else I've been doing. I've been putting the, Dave, I put the, you click that extra little thing on the roadmap. It gives you all the numbers. I sort of like that. So I've been using that. That's just something that we have there. Okay. So first of all, I tell people you got to know the time, right? You got to know the time. And the time right now is 3:35. Okay. Over under tables, nobody's got this, but Jeff and I, because we're still in the beta version. But let me just show you what I'm going to do with this. We sometimes research things. Let me find two paths on here. There's two paths. Everybody see the two path rule right there? Two paths. So what time is this reference bar we're in over? You got to know that. What time will it be over? This reference bar. Y'all know what time it'd be over? 4 o'clock, right? Everybody got that at 4 o'clock? Yeah, right. Okay. So I'm gonna bring this up. Let's say that I thought Tesla might be a buy in the aftermarket. Okay. So I could add Tesla in there just by typing Tesla. And notice it says RBZ right there. Everybody see that? RBZ. Right now it is following Tesla for me. Okay, you can see Tesla's what, at 287. Everybody see that? Okay. What's going to happen, and that's just an example, but you could put, let's put, this way we'll get some color. I'll put TQQ and I'll put SQQ because, so what happens is it will be highlighted and the status will change to bullish or bearish on any ticker that you got. And it happens after the reference bars, around the clock. And this is going to be incorporated once we get it programmed inside TNT. Now, right now, you see status because we're in between that reference bar. This is like me saying, Jonathan, I want you to keep your eyes off Tesla during this reference bar, and you let me know. You let me know if that reference bar is bullish or bearish or neutral right after, right? You think that would be valuable to people in TNT to pick up some extra money throughout the week? What do you think? Think I'm on something here? I thought about it for a long time, and I'm going to put it in TNT once I get it programmed, but I got to work on how I'm going to get it programmed to do that, but I got it coming. It just got better and better if we ever get there. Everybody know about TNT, right? Okay. Pretty good. Pretty good stuff. Yeah, it's reading the two pass rule. It won't be in the roadmap, Dave. This is a special feature created just for TNT. Special feature I created for TNT. And I do that from time to time. I'll create special things. This is specially created for TNT because TNT, what's the purpose of TNT? It's a 24-hour place for the markets. That's what it's for. Pretty cool. It's 3:40, John. Why don't you go and show them? Let's go to a live market. You take over. I just want to show them what's coming. Okay. It won't start giving the signal after 4, but go on, John, and take it over. Did you hear me?
Okay. Live market. What's your favorite phrase?
Patience will pay.
Yeah. Joking around, obviously. All right. You should see my roadmap now.
Oh, that's weird. Did a wrong button there.
That's never good in trading.
No. Had to shut down the whole program. I hit the wrong button. All right, what are we looking at, Jonathan?
At the S&P futures.
What's the high and low of the S&P futures this last 30 minutes?
So far, the high is 57.18 and the low is 57.11.
All right, why don't you run through the seven sisters for everybody and just tell them what to analyze it for here at the end of the day.
S&P strong. NASDAQ strong. The Dow also strong. How about crude oil? Crude oil is weak. They're trying to bounce it a little bit, but that's not really saying much. Crude oil is weak. Gold is weak, down at 32.44. Tom, what was your number that you were?
It's got to get above 3,300 before I'll consider doing anything next week.
Okay. 3,300.
It's in a bull market, folks. It's been corrected.
Hang on. Silver's on the line now. Silver's weak. And finally, bonds are down today.
Yeah, put a daily up there. Look at bonds. Don't look at bonds. I'm about to make a decision on bonds.
There's a daily of bonds.
115 is the big pivot number in the sky.
Carol, I put the wrong contract for silver. I put the old contract for silver in first. The May contract, which is no longer the front month. Make sure you're on July. Four days until Fed meeting next week. Fed meeting next week.
What's that?
Next week we got a Fed meeting.
We do?
I believe so.
They like throwing stuff at us, don't they, Jonathan?
May 6th and 7th. Yeah, that's next week. Yeah, Carol, go to /SIN as in November 25 for silver. /SIN 25. I'll go back to the S&P. 5770 was Tom's number. If I draw that line, it's probably close to those highs, I guess. Those highs are 58.37. Oh, that was a high from last month, is what that was. Real close to the high from last month. The first 3 days of the month made a high of 57.73. That's Tom
Look
Stark.
at Berkshire, 541. It broke out here at the close.
Berkshire. Yeah, it's up to 541. You're right. Higher than those previous highs. Looking good.
How much time to the close?
14 minutes.
You bet. I kept asking Jonathan the time today. He said, I thought you said you could tell time you make money. I said, I am. I'm so excited because I really feel good going into the weekend with what we did for people, you know? We did a good job this week. I think we did. Hope you did. Send me a love letter at TG at DTI I should say TG Fridays. TG at DTI Trader. That's what I'm trying to say. Fed meeting, huh?
Yep, next week. Hey, Barbara, I'll have to find the link for the online class on July 29th and 30th. So give me a moment. I'll look that up and post it for you. I'm still trying to locate that link for you, Barbara, but I'm gonna go ahead and repost the MTI link from today. In case everybody wants to join MTI and be ready to rock and roll next week. Right, Bruce. Right, Bruce. The Fed Watch tool is implying rate cut starting not next week, but the following meeting. We'll see what happens.
What a day, huh? Hey, we'll get back at it Sunday night. I'll do some work over the weekend, have some other good stuff for you. I think today proved a lot of points for people. If you got a good plan and you're patient and you wait for the opportunity, you can do a lot of good in a day like we did today. You know, think about it. We took a loss in NVS, turned it into a profit. We made profit after profit in different things. And we're going into the weekend with smiles on our faces. We're going to have the tools we need next week. I've instructed Kelly and Jeffrey to work it out with you if you need some help. So there's no reason you ought to be not growing your account week after week after week. I pointed out, if you just took that TQQ trade, $500. That's pretty good stuff on 100 shares. Pete, I'd wait to Sunday night because Sunday night after I watch it trade, I'll get in sync with it and I'll have that working for me. I'll mention it if you ask me Sunday night what I think. I'll be glad to tell you. Monday, we got our big class, not a big class. We got our thing we do every Monday night at 7. That's getting to be pretty popular for people. They're getting used to loving it and trading it and doing things. Everybody knows the market will be open another hour and 7 minutes on futures, and the stock market will go to 8 o'clock tonight. So it wouldn't surprise me to see Tesla catch a bid into the night, into the aftermarket, because I think people's confidence is going to be boosted by the day's close. What do y'all think? What do y'all think about when everybody else figures out what happened this week? What do you think the confidence level is going to be? Now, you'll always have that peanut gallery out there saying, woulda, shoulda, coulda. We're not going to be part of that, are we? Yeah, doctor, if you got the original copy, you're good. You know, I had to go look, but I think I'm running like 20 straight right now. That NVS almost took me under, but I've been popping it pretty good. Patience does pay. No, options don't work or don't trade after the close. 4:15 is the last time the index options trade, and then, but futures options trade, and they trade Sunday night. If you came in today and I told you, hey, the market's at 57.05, you'd be saying, you kidding me, Tom? No way that market went to 57.05. Let me ask my futures first. How important is it those 8 to 9 o'clock hour at night for the market. Y'all learned something, didn't you? I don't know about you. I like to get there first. Jonathan, I'm gonna, in 4 minutes, if I get a signal on that 2-pass, I'll take over the screen again and show him what it looks like. Pretty cool.
Okay.
You gotta give it a minute after 4, but usually if there's a signal, it'll pop up. Oh, ho, ho. Now, I'm dead serious. Send that offer on that email for the weekly letter to your friends and family or whatever. Get them to join. Get them to join. I just got thinking, I do Sunday nights, we do such good work. We ought to have like a follow through with a letter like that. Kevin, you're in TNT, right? Are you in TNT? I'll post it in TNT if I do anything in the after hour mark, okay? What you'll see in the after hours after a week like this, if you see and start bidding some of these stocks up, that's telling you Sunday night they're going to come in and keep it going. You see them selling off, it tells you they're going to be a little correction. Well, it's 1 minute to go. There's the bell. Yeah, Jennifer, are you in TNT, Jennifer? All right, Jonathan, let's go to a full screen. Let me bring it up on showing something that just went off where they can see it. Hurry.
Okay. Go as fast as technology allows it.
Yep.
Order town.
All right, watch this. This is sort of cool. You ready?
Yeah.
Let's see if it comes up. I'm wondering when it's going to calculate in there. Do you have to? I want to get it. My other one over here has got Amazon, bearish, and the SPY bearish. Okay. Got to activate some. Oh no. It's the first time I've used it on this machine. Gold just turned bullish. Not giving a status on this one, but it's got right now. It's got gold bullish, Amazon bearish, SPY bearish right now, right after this reference part.
So what's on the right click menu, Tom?
Huh?
What happens when you right click on the table? What choices does it give you? No. No, I don't see anything. I was wondering if there's like an update type thing, but no.
No, I don't see anything, but it's weird because the one over here on this computer over here is showing gold's bullish.
You got a charted gold up? It might be your bottom right. I'm not sure.
Here.
Yeah, okay, never mind. I don't know. I've never seen it before, so
Now, this is the first time I've ever showed it to anybody because it's pretty good. Here, that's what I'll do. Let me download it, see if it pops in there. If I download the data, if that works.
that's a
Got
mystery.
crude.
Was it say long on status
Huh?
there on the
No,
other computer?
on status it says bullish.
Okay.
For crude now it's bullish. Now look at crude. It's jumped up 20 cents. Got bearish on Amazon, bearish on the SPY, bullish on gold, bullish on crude right after the thing. Huh. I hit download, right? Yeah. Well, it's still in the beta, but that's okay. But it's pretty cool. Tell you what, I'll shut the roadmap down and bring it back, see if it comes back. Let me do that. Save that. Shut the roadmap down. See if that does it.
Like that Georgia Bulldog back there.
Yeah, you like it? The Bulldog computer. Just went bullish on AMD.
roadmap works on a Windows operating system, Polly. So whatever type of computer that you have that's runs a Windows operating system, roadmap would work for it.
Let's see if this helps. Okay, I got crude bullish, gold bullish, AMD Palantir just turned bullish. I'm gonna buy it in after hours. Post that in, if you will, post that in TNT. Mine. I'm buying Palantir.
You're buying shares of Palantir?
Yeah, shares of Palantir.
Okay.
Already long AMD. QQQ just turned bullish, 5 bearish. Crude is bullish, gold is bullish. That's cool. Let's see, did it come up? I didn't click. Let's see if I go tables. Yeah,
It probably saved behind those other windows, Tom.
Think so?
Yeah. No. Go, bring your roadmap back up. That top middle chart, move it over to the right.
From here?
Yeah. Should be back there. There you go.
No, it's still not cooking.
Why don't you click on launch and then refresh manager? See if it's still
Launch. Up here,
Yeah.
launch.
I see you're still loading in data, a lot of it. So that probably might have to wait till the end of that. If you wanted to recycle your roadmap again, you could, and then instead of opening your workspace, you could only open the 2-pass rule feature. If you know what I'm saying.
Okay, so what I need to do?
Close down your roadmap again. Yeah, recycle your roadmap again. This time, after you log into your data feed, what you're going to do, roadmap at the bottom of your screen, test area. What you're going to do after you log in is you're not going to open a workspace.
Okay.
I'll let you get signed in and we'll go from there.
Oh, Schwab gets these counts, don't they, by doing it this way? I guess it's worth it.
All I'll say, it's about time. How many years did we ask them?
Yeah. No kidding. There's a letter in the main file when Options Express sold to him. Ned took care of us and told him, got to honor the roadmap because we had so many accounts, you know. All right, so now I go to 2-pass rule table.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Let's see, 2-pass, there it is. Open it up. That's all it's there. It's got, yeah, something's wrong somewhere. But it works like a champ on that other computer.
Well, yeah, you might have to just talk to Jeff. Maybe he gave you two. Maybe the first one that he gave you was broken, and he gave you a second one that you have on your other computer, but
You know what he could have done?
downloaded here.
You know what he could have done? I bet he gave me the Central Time, which didn't work, instead of the Eastern Time that does. I tell you what, let's do this just for fun of it. We've done this much trying to see it. Can you sign on this other computer over here and we'll just show it from there?
I don't see why not.
Let me shut some stuff down for ourselves. Okay, the computer is good. I'll bring up help, roadmap. Let's see, roadmap, team viewer. Let's see if I bring that up. Okay. Give me a second, I'll tell you when it's active.
Order filled.
Okay. Here it comes. All right, bring up Team Viewer. That's what he did. He gave me the central time with Jonathan instead of the Eastern time. All right, 628-047-990.
See if I can log in.
Log in. It's right there for everybody to see.
Okay. I tell you what I'll do is, let's see, I'm just gonna share my screen logged into your computer. And I don't know if this is gonna work. I never tried it before, but we're gonna find out. So let me know if you see the 2PASS roadmap table with it saying waiting, 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 bullish, bullish, waiting, waiting, bearish, so on. Does everybody see that?
Oh, there it is.
Donna sees it. Okay, good. So that
Yeah,
works.
I did. Crude's bullish, gold's bullish, Amazon's bearish, AMD's bullish, Palantir's bullish, QQQ's bullish. That's pretty cool, isn't it?
It is.
It's not ready for prime time, but it's going to be an integral part in TNT. Okay. Anyway, no, but during the laboratory that we've been working on, it wouldn't work. And what Jeff did today, he loaded this one. Then I called him back and said, "Hey, load it on this other computer because I'm using it now." And he did. He gave me the central time. That's why it didn't work. Okay, because it would work when he first gave it to me. It worked like a champ on his. I had to change my computer over to central time. I didn't want to do that. I'm gonna leave it on Eastern time. So programmer worked it up and got it working. But anyway, that's pretty cool, isn't it? It'd be real cool if Palantir makes me some money tonight. But it's going to be in TNT once I get it finalized. It's going to be another great feature in TNT. All right, y'all have a great weekend. Yeah, if you want to join TNT, it's, what is it, Jonathan? DTItrader.com/TNT. If you want to join it.
Yeah, that's the one.
Okay.
If you want to join the weekly trade letter, it's DTItrader.com/weekly. And if you want to join MTI by DTI,
There it is.
there it is. Thanks, Tom.
Great week. Great day. I can't wait to Sunday night now. See ya.